all right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Obi Darko. Welcome. Thank you. So far, call my whole heart, Chami. Then the come not been Darko and TikTok life. Free, and I'm saying earlier, and just do something small. Yeah, and Tiakwaba. You can notify some people. With my catch, we say, Yawaha. And Nana K. Persistence. Persistence. Who I say. So we are there. Your friend will say, Wabamumu. We are there, Wabamumu. Persistence. So, Otoko, so, and I said, oh, you know, why any ye. Persistence. Persistence. So, somebody said, I'm watching live from US. Okay, to be here for now, free. We have maybe I'm free, you know what catch it. Maybe I'm free if you are my entity. Wherever that you're watching my entity, I had a million. Now, catch on go for some bit. With my child, yeah, so where are you watching from? Okay, so you join us. Kabna, Ampofo, Ali, who again? I don't go. Yeji, okay, we feel free Yeji. Okay, yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Man, tell me, brave, share the, brave, share the brave, so the, no call. I've been. So thank you for taking your time to be here. If there is anything that you need to be successful in anything that you do, is you always learning. So we share the TMBR. Open him dear sua dear. Knowledge is what builds your capacity. You cannot, the primary element, the seed that you need is knowledge. The seed, the foundation that you need in anything that you want to become successful in. In India. So when you're in India, obre. When you're in India, obre. The entire part of the brave, we are saying. Because Nimdia na you want to shot. Say Nimdia no susha. Nimdia no one for him no. And they say Nimdia no shape. Was it the Oye Biano? Unim hunim deɛ unim ho adwen to bon sɛ woni because woni fa ho deɛ no everyone sɛ woni fapem no we are obre ansa na watimi akyenkyina konya nimdeɛ na hia paa no to unya the correct knowledge ansa na deɛ woyɛ no watimi ayɛ ɛde nkonim unya correct knowledge, the required knowledge, the needed knowledge also hia no unya no we are watimi de nkonim ɛwɔ deɛ woyɛ bia nti sɛ until so benya sa nimdeɛ na wopɛ no fapem no enya nyina yie. Your foundation is not right until you have the right foundation. Until you have the knowledge which is required in that field, you cannot build with anything. And if you be no omudwen say utama na tu into eka gravina say nye pe na yera ho, especially Ghana for ye bibia near complaining ade na de do my bread do my pem kura ye bu nkrofo so besa tufu unuanom onafofo oyeremo munyina betufu say ade na oyere kura na ha ho sa. So many people think that success is very easy. Otinama na tu into who so bia ya odwen say onam wanye hwe no ane so otinama na oye lucky. And when yankum die there, it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of effort to become successful in anything. In anything. And this is what Namuna say, Uyan Husua, Mema Wabamunya Day. Emu. And Crawford be brea, bum to me, puntem do. It's a chap say, now all dreams out Namana to Anna. Tell me, even Kofa Trotro Crana, who's home to me shadow. O my gaza to me shadow, I don't know. If you grow crowd, now you're the first person. And so, bit my obiwa. Catch was so I am about Kosi. It's all shadow and son of and yeah, my own to you. Uncle out Ramani or station or say your man, and yes, we'll throw the worker. Very few no too empty on the Nam Council. So, Abrabono Sabe, it takes some bit of patience, some bit of work some bit of consistency, persistence, and sana the way and what me didn't kunim. I say you to no crowd or more predodo. Pursue ye nura. Wonim hwee wonsua hwee ɔno a nimdeɛ no wɔ ne bi ɔno a abrabɔ yi scale koraa wɔ ne bi ɛnkyerɛ no hwee so o ɛnso still ɔpɛ sɛ ɔyɛ yie nti wobɔ nso wɔpere saa na afei n'abamu ayɛ daa bu ɛno ka ho na yɛn nkurɔfoɔ no bebree pɛ visa no wɔtra adeɛ no baako mmienu wɔ ha wɔtra afe mfeɛ mmiɛnsa na anyɛ yie pɛ ɛne Ghana deɛ ɛnyɛ yie nti ɛne mekɔ baabi foforɔ asif sɛ baabi a wobɛkɔ no deɛ wokɔ yɛ bɛyɛ yie. Any success biya in kunimdie biya in business, in finance, in your career that you can be proud of, you would have to be persistent. And it really does not matter, baby. Oh, yeah, no. You know, and it's all starting business. Now, only 5 years, now it's a business in a year. Does not mean say any year. Especially when you are even unaware of the needed knowledge. Unaware, you are not growing yourself, you are not developing yourself. You are not adding value to yourself. Constantly. Constantly, you stretch yourself, you stretch your mind, you stretch your expertise. You're searching for knowledge. You're adding value. You're reading books. You're listening to something. You're watching something. You're changing your psyche. Maybe you're going for some seminars. You're constantly adding information to you. You're exposing yourself to the best of knowledge in that thing. Oh, you're going for the baby crying, yes, I will. And people say, Sikane Gutana or they don't, Sikane. Now, Sikane Unas or don't know, bra. What's a bre? Because Sikano. Nyamre, the Cosisikano, Nim the other tribunal. The entire audience are brabon business, no, ya, any ye. Our audience are Usika Samuel Koye. Audience say, Bukra, Brabon, so. Ufa girlfriend bia no waja yire bia na afi atija no no man na basa no is because you're not adding any value to yourself. You're not adding any a lot of our people don't even know that they have to add value to themselves. They are not even aware. And I can prove to you. Look at our people. How many are searching for knowledge or reading any book? Emana upgraded. Improving a skill set. So si tutu ni sika samye. So si even urgent. So si dream. So si hu wiase. Wo de opa wo kaya so school for wo no mo wie JSS. Ya time na kan JSS. And that after about 30 years no, uno mo hia. Wo de opa fa any knowledge on productivity and organization, on success, on improvement, any discussion, bring any of those things out. Then share even those that you completed university with. Bring anything that has to do with productivity and progress and success and creation. And many of us don't add any value to ourselves. Nti basa na normal na sisi we as na to yonchem na sisi we as na be fire so because we are not adding value to ourselves. And if you're not adding value to yourself, it means that your strength is weak. And that's why many people cannot persist until they see success. They can't persist because you need a lot of strength to keep going. You need different psyche. You cannot think at the same level and think that you can have the strength to go on in life and push until it works. Many of our people cannot have that because they are not adding. The fuel is knowledge. The fuel is knowledge. And so if you don't have a lot of knowledge, if you don't have the right knowledge, if you don't have the capacity of the mind, the strength of your mind, the intellectual ability, it can be if you cannot think well, if you cannot analyze data, if you cannot critically analyze issues and deduce and reason, your strength will be low. And therefore, you will not be able to be persistent. And and that is why many people don't succeed. And to both say, you krum ha, your dream say, be kitua bia to yem pet, any abamabu. To one the entire watching your business. About more than do 3 years, 4 years, a big who progress kakra. But still once an hour pray. When you are bread, then why? Because sales if you know. In January, the thing is that many of the business people that you see, that you hail, that you think they are successful, they have not been in business for 1 year. 1 year. They have not been in business for 2 years. It's not even 10. A lot of the people that you hear their name today, many of them, they are in their 30th year, 40. They have been in business for 20 years, 35 years. A lot of them, even when they are young, some of them started way early. Samra na wo twerɛ exams no was started to normal ɛwɔ kurom. Samra na wo no wo maame to nsuo ma no no. No what or ton no ma. You see, so they have been in business even if they are in their 40s. Some of them started when they were 15 years. So if the person is 45 years now, subtract and see, at least he's been in business for 30 years. So when you see them and they say that they are successful and they have their businesses, they have financial success, it's not today that they started. Oh, started in Nora. And Nora, yeah, last COVID by yeah, now started your business. And I will complain in Ghana, dear, yeah, Ghana, dear, yeah. It takes a lot of strength. It takes persistence. It takes courage. It takes a lot of work for you to become successful in anything. And so if you don't have the right psyche, the right mindset on how success is created in any field, in any endeavor, you will frustrate yourself, you will become fearful, you will become hopeless, and you will give up. Meanwhile, you may not have deviated from the path. You are just impatient. You are just impatient. And many of our people are impatient. So they are not long term in thinking. In Crawford Bebre, they are not long term in thinking. Or ye bibi bebre or start ya no be dini sika pena na bamabu. Or start ya na kajo say had they won't be fa chaos in city kosesano na na bamabu. Or funny pananas wo je adwuma na bamabu. Obi dini sika dwane a na bamabu. Dey be am fan say AMA force are buying for taxi for be hunu na ne pe na ne wera ho. Normally bebre partner na ofa no e dini sika dwane a na no so na bamabu. No. In as much as those things can be painful, you should expect them. If you want to become business successful in your business, if you want to succeed with your finances, if you want the marriage to be successful, if you want to be successful in your career, in your profession, if you want to train children to be successful, it takes a lot of persistence. And yeah, dear, what time man at? And yeah, dear, what time man at? To me, and crop for no, your bemu buntem do door. Would you until I own a temp be okay, be now catch a microphone or more because I won't start to grab a book, but near my warning. Because a lot of our people think that success is just on a silver platter, you know, and that's why a lot of our people are praying success into being. They are praying success into being, so they are declaring, onye jumanzo, onimzo be successful, be because of a miracle money, okay, destiny changer, destiny helper. Those are wrong philosophies of life. That's why you're frustrated. And so you see that a lot of our people have been taught that you don't have to exert any energy. You don't have to work too hard. Just by grace, you'll be successful. Just a little push, everything will be all right. Let's say many people that you think that they just push a little and they change. They have spent years at the workshop pushing that you didn't know. There's no overnight success in anything. Nobody has become successful in anything just by overnight. So papa yo hine kura obedi obo na o your friends o fa yo hine a before so obedi o hine na bra wa bra wo di line so na nya agro ntete ne ate a de be ma wo ne atamfo a obehia wo mo ansa na ye de hine no kura ma wo na obedi so kura da se woni nye de a o mo o ntimi nya hwe ho. You see, obedi so na se woni nye de a you can't even do anything. So any desire that you have, any commitment that you have, any vision that you have, just know that you are going to have to be very much persistent. Very much persistent. You have to persist. Certain biaukoso. You can't train to be fit. Abrawo no exercise no one day once a month. No. Ngofo no more body na who more out I call body no. What that no there's persistence. There's a particular food that he can eat. There's a time that he has to get up. Even if it's painful, he has to drag himself and go because he wants to be a bodybuilder. He wants to be successful in that. If you see any footballer who is very good, well skilled, the skill that you see today is coming from years of persistent training. Years of persistent training. Nti wokɔdɔ ɔbankye baako ɛna mmoa bɛweyɛ ɛna akorɔmfoɔ bɛtutuyɛ ɛna ebi kura nsuo antɔ ɛnɔɔma no bebree ebi kura nkorɔfoɔ no sɛ fa wɔn asase ma wɔn ɛno nti ɛna ɛwɔ nyɛ biem. Also, you are not successful yet. Until you're successful, you can't give up. And you almost for massa as a more, and not just I say how. Compare us as a fufro. That's all. Because your vision is to own that land, own that farm. And you almost open farm, but when you're finished, almost open farm, don't cry. Almost open farm, don't talk negatively, don't complain. Almost open farm, don't be bitter, don't feel hopeless. Go and get another one. Go and get another one. And when you get another one and they take it, go and get another one again. And when you get another one, they take it, go and get another one again until you succeed. That is persistence, or that is persistence. So, until I started business, you want to say, na yeti enkrofos yen enkrofo twa adapa ebi mu kura so mo de mo nim de mo ye na onam krom na ufa trotro na nam kwa ho ye bu fa so ebi mu de osike dwane na nkura de bi so de zao na all kind of people, all kind of people. So all kind of things from every angle will come at you, but you don't have to give up. You don't have to give up. You can take a rest, but you can't be weak. You can't give up on yourself. If you want to become successful in any field, you cannot give up on yourself. So then say nyame be yama me nyame wo munti bibia be ye nyame wo bibia be ye yesu na nyame di nachi and so still yekono. That is why you forget. Kofono kono nsu na nyame wo. You want glory after the resurrection, you must be killed. You must die. Sorry, hold your You want to resurrect and let them praise you and let them say that you are the Lord. You become supernatural. You become invincible. Without the resurrection, the power will not, you can't see the power. And you can't resurrect until you have been killed. You see, the seed cannot germinate until the seed dies. And death is painful. Going through the process of death is not sweet. Being killed, it's not simple. So everybody, everywhere that you see the glory, people have been killed. People have been subjected to cruelty. People have been subjected to a normal, so disgusting if you want, and disgraceful. So there's no glory after. If you cannot work, then how can you be rewarded? Inti mema waba mu na nye me de abre enkrofo na aba mu buntem do. Aba mu but na bibi we trim se wi ase no ba bia ukoya na ye fofofo. Ayenko aye de na eden. It looks like that. We think everywhere is very easy in this world, except our country. A lot of our people, Ghana for Nigerians, particularly Ghana and Nigeria, sankrofo mi no we. Womodwen say be careful. Two boys are in Nigeria ni kasa Nigeria I will never go there. Nothing is working in that country. And they will speak a lot of negativity. Ghana is the same. Our people, Ghana, o ma say no ma me bi me hu o hima bi o kasa. E man no de obia ye kromfo. Obia ye kromfo Ghana. How can you say that? Can you say that obia ye kromfo Ghana? Ti enton man no na yemfanche. So when you are weak in knowledge, you speak negatively. And you may think that you are speaking reality. That is not the reality. You speak to lift people. When your knowledge is low, you speak down on people. And when you, after speaking, you see that people cannot use what you have said because people become dejected after listening to you. To bonza mo a tembia mo tie nkofo na wo mo di ye man na tem no. A wotie saa no. Won se wotie saa no ma no ntimi fa nye hwe. Wotie ni be de o nkofo bebre mo di ye man atem. Bonzo bebre ti akwanto mu. Mo di Ghana atem saa afuo mu ho. Hwa mo nkofo no de o mu nim nyansa. Ghana ni kura de na se de obi su kura wo se obi a wo krom e bia passport bi ekuto be semba saa. Wotie sansem na. Wotie wi ade na ade. Wotie wi ade na ade. Oh. Many people Many people in their 30s, they are still figuring out life. Ebi kura wo kura girlfriend kura bi a wonya nya bi, boyfriend bi kura wonya nya bi. Ebi kura no wa ankasa school no kura wonya ntimi pass, career kura woni bi. So at that point, why are you so frustrated? You shouldn't be. You shouldn't. Very few people will become very much successful in their between 20 and 30. Very few. And those people maybe are coming from people who did music or movie, you know, or what? Very few become great achievers between 20 and 30. And okra no not just what training a check. To bones yes, oh, what debate 25, but he's very successful. It's because he's been doing it since his since when the person was maybe 10 years. So when I was also so 10 years, you have 20 years, no craft and now exams or invest. So when you start you, who was school now, so exams, when you start your because that the exam or the course is not the one that is going to change you. It's the work that you do that will change you. It's the work that you do that will change you. What you do after the degree is what will change you. And so, when you are staying in school, you are training until back out. That 5 years, now doing so you become great. Meanwhile, you don't even have any job, and you don't have any business. So why are you worried? Get a business, create a job for yourself. And so many of us, even from 30 to 40, many of us will still be struggling. And it's not only in Ghana. If you want to do anything significant, like if you want to build business, create wealth, build something significant, bring a product to the market, maybe produce something that is significant that can change lives. It takes a lot of time. So from 30 to 40s, a lot of us will still not sit up, and that's the fact. And it's a what the 40 now who so keep pushing. Because many of you, even in your 20s, you are not developing your mind. You are not reading any book. You're not studying. A lot of the subjects you didn't even understand. What was your level of financial intelligence or financial education in your 20s? From 20 to 30, how much, if you be honest with yourself, between your 20 and your 30, a lot of you, what did you understand about money? Except that na wama usika na odi akoto bibi ukoto mpaboa o maame ne toma o ukoto shoe a wo ne toma o computer bibi out from 20 to 30 no class still most of you when you are in your university you are still calling your parents to send you money, and when you are calling your parents to send you money, you don't understand money. When somebody else is taking care of you, you think you understand money. You have no idea what it is. And the next stage is when you are being paid. You work and you're paid. Your level of understanding of money is a bit higher, but it's not so much. Those who really understand money are those who are paying salaries. They are raising the money to pay people who work with them. They have maybe a little more understanding of money, but it's a subject that you must study. How you make money, how you save money, how you invest money, how you budget your money. Your understanding of what they call cash flow, winning cash flow. You have financial goals. You have budget. Yɛde sika ma wo sisi ya wonya wo ma 100,000 sisi ya na no abaya bi o se e ma wisa abrante bi se so sika de aka we no oka e se ya ma 100,000 sisi ya unyansa wo sika ho kire wo sei so see as will be 100,000 ma sisi ya where would that money go, or even 50,000 or a million? How you spend that money, how you handle that money shows your intelligence on money. And when your financial intelligence is weak, you cannot create financial success. And many of us have not even built that base. And yet we are saying that we are not successful in one brabonoso. Ubeda one brabonoso. Because no money here no problem. So even between your 30 and your 40, many of us will still be struggling. And if you're fortunate and you get information like this and you pay attention, you will see that. And if you get it early, you can plan your life easily. And so that you can predict your success. You can project what you are going to be successful or when you are going to be successful. You can easily project it because now you are intentional. Your focus, your mind is clear. People be ready 45 years, their minds are not even clear. They don't know what they are doing with their lives. So they don't even know what they are doing with their lives. They don't know. All that they know is that they had a girlfriend, they married, and they had sex and they have children. That's it. And they fight every day in the marriage. That's all. And some of us will just pray to God and go to church and come and go to work from Monday to Friday. That's it. We are not living intentionally, and it becomes a routine that we follow, which we drag ourselves. So many people, even in their 40s, do you think this is the life that you really sat down and designed and decide? Many people in their 40s are not even aware, said they had to design their own lives. So persistence is something that you have to know. And you cannot be persistent until you have the proper knowledge that you're building your life with. And here, Sabi, suadeɛ konhune suadeɛ. Nyabotre. We are branch or Ghana ha, Nyabotre. Nyabotre pa na men jump semi ne me ko Canada, me ko America, wo de wo kobra na ba beto ye. Wo de ko aba beto ye. Yedie enye no, yedie enimdie. Yedie enye visa na wonya aye no. Yedie enye visa. Enye visa enye wo wedie na wo de pray adwuma no enye noa na say nsasem we na tensi e be ka kire nkrofo no because ye challenge e wo say garden ni no o defend abrochire to ka broni asempa na yura ho because odwen say wan kwa abrochire ya na de na obeye because you have not developed your mind, you have not developed yourself. That's why you're hopeless here. That's why you don't have any hope here. Once you develop yourself, you see the worth in our country. You see the enormous opportunities. When you can never see anybody who is persistent, who is lazy. Obi a n'ani ɛden biara a ɔpɛ so ɔkyesa ne n'abrabɔ biara no, wɔnyɛ lazy o. N'aba mu so mu da. And that's why they become successful. You will never see anybody who is successful, who is lazy, and who is not a go-getter. Always say who person or yet is Alhaji Dangote. Wo de ɛkɔtena hɔ na ɛkɔbisa no. Even at this age, you could walk over 70 years or so, still, or yeah, Juma, or not. Would the no person audience ye didn't free him the way they have conditioned our people. We didn't free him because while we fast the wabon pie, sorry, the Yama anointing oil, Yama stick our ball car hunting, audience and one. It's a lie. You need to go to work, plan your life, and fight before you can win in this life. Don't let anybody deceive you. That will be my normal basa bia still no way. And the fight is not with the swift. Why it is the Lord? What quotes are the nice is what the 50 years. Look at do you have any investment? Are you even proud of your life? Because it takes work. It takes work. It takes work. And so those scriptures were just saying that don't cut corners. Just follow the laws. Be honest in your dealings. That's all. It's not the person who is honest and aggressive and working and ambitious. You can't beat that person because you think that somebody has given you oil or water.